I think that a couple of different things. I think that on the more mom and pop, and I just want to get something started, it seems that in chatting with would-be founders, they tend to think it's a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult, and that they need to kind of overproduce it if they're going to start something new. And it's like, well, I would need a lawyer to do this. I would need to get patents and trademarks and all these things. And they've heard all of these buzzwords floating around in the past.
Are awful buzzwords.
They're very expensive buzzwords.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not necessarily what you need to do to launch a business. It doesn't need to be that complicated. You don't need to spend a ton of dollars doing it. And so that's kind of one camp. And then you have another set of founders that are more kind of technical, which are the tech folks that I would talk to oftentimes, that I feel that a lot of people are risk adverse. They have an idea, but they don't want to go and really take that leap. It's like they're looking for someone to kind of bless their idea. I think that's oftentimes a founder that I would run into, where I would give a talk at some place and then have people come up and say, hey, I have to show you something. I'm thinking about doing this. Should I go do this? And my answer has always been like, gosh, I remember so many people that I pitched Dig 2 or Revision 3 or any other idea that thought it was a horrible idea. Yeah. And had I just gone based on that feedback, I never would have created that product to begin with. And so, oftentimes the best founders, without a doubt, this is true, the best founders are the ones that see something before anyone else, including myself or anyone else. I mean, there's a reason why Uber was on Angel List and trying to raise a round of funding.
No.
It's like people didn't see it. They were like, they had to go on Angel List and kind of put themselves out there and say, like, hey, who wants to invest? And everyone's like, I don't know. They were able to see something before anyone else. And so as a founder, if you think you have that insight, that thing that you've been able to capture and see before anyone else, go run with it. Don't listen to anyone else and let them tell you it's a bad idea. And that's a hard thing for people to kind of adjust to and believe in.